right, welcome back to yet another episode of the Download Illuvium News. Huge changes have happened to the Illuvium ecosystem this week. The entire reward structure is being reworked. The IPL is still ongoing and going very, very strong. And there's a few other little bits of tidbits, leaks, and things like that we are going to share in today's episode. A little bit of a quiet one, but overall going to be really fun. Some good chats around the reward stuff. And I'm looking forward to getting into this one. I think it's going to be a good chat. Oh, you're muted, by the way.
I'm pretty sure people like it that way. But no, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And obviously, yeah, I'll leave you to it. I'm keen to see. Again, for anyone that doesn't know, I don't participate in the preparation of these things, so I'm keen to see what Scoriox has lined up.
It's great to have it be a surprise for Taryn. It's always good. If anyone notices me yawning a lot or just like slurring my words or something, I'm not drunk. I'm just incredibly tired because I've been up till like 2 a.m. every night playing Battlefield. And so that's where we're at with that. Okay. So the first thing we've got is a little Illuvium weekly highlight from Philo over here. We can see that the current leaderboard at the moment with I'm a Fishy at the top.
That wasn't the current leaderboard.
Sorry, this is from 250. This is from 250. That's how tired I am. Okay, and we got I don't know who DT Vieline is, but
no idea who that is. But one of the older guys.
In Nostalgia, I've seen before, and I've never seen them in a top 8, so very cool to see. Carabas, I have no idea. Hollow, great to see them up there. Zabrochin, they look familiar. Fancy
Zebro is a top tier, top tier TFT guy, and so I've been speaking to him behind the scenes, and he's like, he is very, very confident. He honestly. Some people might say arrogant. I love that kind of personality where he was just like, man, I'm just taking the piss and I'm coming in top 8. Like the top guys aren't even that good. I'm going to come in and start taking it seriously and just keep wiping the floor with them. And I'm like, all right, sick, bro. Like I'm here for it.
I totally get what you're saying, man. I totally get it. Okay. So after that, we've got the reward system. So the key things that are changing are reward pools now scale with active verified players, rewarding growth and engagement for leaderboard rewards, raffles, and community tournaments. Fuel drops are removed in favor of more meaningful battle pass rewards they've recently introduced. And there will be a 3-month vesting period, more on that later, introduced for all ILV rewards with the option to claim instantly in fuel with a 20% bonus. The current system unintentionally discouraged growth. This new system activity encourages the ecosystem to grow in order to increase the rewards distributed. I don't know how this encourages growth as opposed to that, but we can talk about that in a minute if you want.
Well, it encourages growth because the more players, the larger the prize pool, right? I'm assuming that's the angle.
Yeah, but that whole thing isn't going to make the players come in.
Yes.
But I get it encourages. No, it's just more sustainable. I wouldn't say it encourages growth one way or the other.
That's fair.
So core problem, growth disincentive, fewer players meant better odds. Oh, this I get though. Yeah, fewer players meant better odds for individuals, but as our community grew, individual rewards diluted, which discouraged sharing Illuvium with friends. I think that's a good point on the whole growth thing. But you need that to be coupled with something. You need that some sort of referral loop where they're coming in and then when they're bringing players in, they're getting some sort of bonus. And we do have the Alliance Hub and stuff, but maybe it's a little bit hidden in some way and things like that. And you're not really getting a whole lot.
The Alliance Hub isn't ideal at the moment because it at its core it's an affiliate program, and if no one's spending money, you're not getting a cut out of that. So there's other ways to do it. If we start saying, hey, the rewards, if a referee, is that what you call it, or a referral, if a referral has like a 3-day, 7-day retention, and we see that they're playing games up to 7 days, maybe you get a little bit of a thing. So that could act as customer acquisition cost. But then, how do you track that? Like, not how do you track? It's just, it's not the easiest thing to solve. I'm not saying it's not solvable, but it's not easy to solve.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. If we had some sort of thing where your referral link to get people into the game gives you some sort of benefit if they're playing the game and things like
Yeah.
that. I think that's what needs to be the next step of this process to make this sort of thing worthwhile. So leaderboard reward prize pools have changed and they grow dynamically as more rangers play and spend in the ecosystem. Rewards are pegs to USD for stability. This is pretty good. I actually really like to see this.
I like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
LB rewards will now vest over 3 months, but claiming as fuel, you can claim it straight away. Raffles shift to monthly events exclusive to Battle Pass owners. Quite like that as well. For anyone who doesn't remember, to enter the raffle, basically just play lots of games and come top 4, I believe, or top 6.
Top 6.
Leaderboards prize pool increases with active players. Regular fuel drops are discontinued as they were a temporary measure until the Battle Pass launch. This is interesting, but I mean, it's fine. Special event fuel drops may still occur occasionally. I really like this, like a double XP weekend, but it also has a chance of giving you fuel. I think that's a really cool idea. So I'd love to see
This is just me, bro. I actually don't play many games with battle passes. I think the only one I play is Dota, and there's no real XP thing as far as I'm aware. XP, double XP. Like there are items that you can buy in the battle pass, or you can unlock, and they grant, but it doesn't. There's no like time frame on it. Do most battle pass games, do they have like weekly double XP thing? Is it seasonal? Is it once a month? Like how do they usually do it?
From memory, Call of Duty does it quite a bit for Warzone. From memory, they often do it at the start of a season to get people in, and towards the end of a season to help people complete a battle pass. They might do it sporadically for game launches and things like that as well. If they're launching like a new title, because Warzone's across all of them, they'll do a double XP weekend as the new title launches. It's like a hype up marketing thing.
Right. Why wouldn't you do it every fortnight? Like, what's the downside to that?
I don't know. I think if it's too consistent, you don't really get the same marketing side of it. People go, "Oh, I don't need to play in this double XP weekend because I know there's going to be one next week and the week after and the week after that." You know, like
that's why I say
they know it's coming.
Yeah.
No, but even then, you say, "I just play in the next fortnight. I don't need to play in this one." There's no urgency to it. There's no excitement. There's no marketing push. But if it's like, "Oh, this double XP weekend on this weekend, I don't know when this is returning. If in the next 2 or 3 months, I need to jump in and play this double XP weekend."
That feels like just a huge spike and then like a down. Like it doesn't feel like it's. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure these guys are multi-billion. Like
yeah, but even with your Fortnite trick, it would be a huge spike, anyways.
With the Fortnite, yeah, but it'd be more consistent, is what I'm saying. Like maybe what you're saying is the spike wouldn't be as high, but it'd be going up, down, up, down. It'd be way more like consistent.
Yeah, but then your spike would drop off over time.
Right. Okay. Because
well,
my thought process is what's good for the user. Because if I'm a player, like I want to participate in double XP, I want to get this shit. But if I don't have time in that one weekend that they have it, I'm gonna feel like I missed out. Whereas if I know it is consistent, I'm like, oh, I missed out 1 week. That's fine. I can do it next week. I'm more inclined, and this is completely anecdotal, but I'm putting myself in the mindset of a consumer. If I missed out, I can be like, oh man, I'll hit the next one, and I'm still gonna get value out of it. So, and again, that makes me feel less like, oh man, there's no one gonna catch up or I've missed out on it. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, shit, maybe I'm wrong, but.
I'm the same as you from a user perspective. In my ideal world, you do both, and I think that's very easy to do. You do double XP weekend every fortnight or every 3 weeks or whatever, and then for special events and stuff, you do quadruple XP or triple or whatever.
Yeah. Like that makes sense. That makes sense to me because I'm thinking about it from you're getting the marketing spike that you want, but again, at the core of it, what benefits the consumer? What's the value add for the consumer?
You play a little bit of risk that no one plays outside of the double XP weekend.
I just don't see that happening.
You lose player numbers outside of the double XP weekend. That's a little bit of a risk. Well, we don't have enough players to begin with, so it's a little bit hard.
But would they? Yeah, I don't know. See,
But would you play outside of the double XP weekend if you knew you were getting it every fortnight?
I mean, if I had time, yeah, for sure. Like the way I'd look at it is like, okay, cool. I just know that if I can't make it 1 week. Or like, let's say I couldn't play on a non-double XP weekend, but then there is one. I'm like, oh, cool, I can catch up. I'm not falling behind. I can still do this. But then next week, if it's not double XP, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't need to do it. If I can play, I'll play. But I'm a time poor person, and I'm sure not there's a lot of people that aren't time poor as well as there are. So maybe my perspective is skewed to the time poor people of like, we don't want to be locked in and limited to be like, you have to play at this time. Just give it to us when we can fit it in. We can fit it in. But again, I could be wrong here. This is one of the times where I am going to be like, hey, this is super subjective.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I think those are all fair points for sure. Okay, so with the reward structure, it is $1,000. So for reference, Arena Leaderboard had 200 ILV per week. Now it is $1,000 USD if ILV token is at $10, and that's 100 ILV, so it's about half. And then plus $200 per 100 active paying players. They will not be telling us the formula for how they're determining this. For Arena, at least, I'm expecting this to be the Battle Pass. I'm expecting maybe $400 to be added onto it, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Frequency weekly, top 100, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Arena raffle, $500 a month. This seems a little bit low for a monthly raffle, but that's fine. But only 5 winners, so each winner gets like $100.
I don't think everyone gets 500. I think it's going to be first person gets.
No, I'm saying. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the way that it's happening now, where the first person gets like a lion's share, and then it goes down to one now.
Okay, Zero, $1,000 weekly, which is actually pretty big. It's currently 100 ILV, so with enough paying players, this could actually be higher than it was before. I'm going to make a whole video about that sort of stuff. Overworld bounty, $1,000. I don't know, was it 200 before? 200 ILV? I'm not entirely sure. It might have been 200 ILV, so this might have gone down as well. Yeah, so the exact formula to calculate active paying players will remain undisclosed to avoid people trying to exploit the system. I think this is fair. What I'm curious about is if it's collective. For example, if I'm a paying Arena player, does that count as a paying player for everything or not? Does it determine me and my account as a paying player or a paying Arena player? That would be interesting to know. They might not tell us. Yeah, dedicated players are recognized. Newcomers are welcomed and incentivized, and the entire ecosystem thrives as we expand. I like the sustainable approach. I think that's important. I think 3-month vest is unnecessary for the most part, or it needs to be way shorter. But yeah. And these updates take effect on October 16th, so tomorrow.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the vesting? So you say it's unnecessary. Like, what's the rationale? Going a little bit deeper. And yell at us.
3 months is way 3 months is way too long for vesting in Illuvium. They've actually tried to introduce it again after the initial airdrop and stuff, and people hated it and they didn't do it. And I suspect the same thing's going to happen here. But like, it's just unnecessary. The amount of tokens is really not that crazy. The big reason to have the vesting is to encourage people to claim as fuel, generally speaking. And so I get that. Outside of that, you don't need it. I don't think it needs to be 3 months. 3 months is just going to, if the rewards are a marketing structure to get people to jump in and play the game, the vesting kills that entire strategy. And you might as well not give out ILV at all. I would be more in favor of not giving out ILV at all than having a 3-month vest. I could be okay with a 1-month vest, or some people were discussing a tiered vesting system. For example, if you play 20 games in a week, maybe you're like a higher tier player, so your vesting's lower or something.
Every time we have these conversations, bro, like I guarantee it's not you coming up with this solution, but it's like, bro, we're trying to reinvent economic models for solutions. It's either we have it, we don't. 1 month, 3 month. Not if we do 20 X games minus 1 game of this, then we do the calculation and the algebra carries it. Bro, relax. Keep this shit simple. Keep this shit simple. But like, no one is, even you just starting that sentence, my mind was like, bro, I don't really care anymore. This is crazy. This is just insane.
My point is, the players that are looking at the 3-month vest, now they don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So that's important as well.
Yeah, but that's easier to understand. That's way easier to understand and be like, I don't like this because of this.
What's your taking on the vesting?
I understand why. I understand why it's done. I agree. If I'm speaking just purely my opinion, I would have liked to see a month and a half even. A month and a half is purely like just a random thing I'm pulling as completely arbitrary. But a month seems way more digestible. A quarter. Like when we say 3 months, it's like, oh yeah, it's just 3 months. And even that feels long. But when you say a quarter, bruh, like we have earnings report. Like companies have quarterly, and like a quarter is a long time. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I saw a comment in that thread where someone was like, 3 months is not a very long time. And I'm like, do you remember when ILV was $50 1 month and then 2 months later it was $15?
3 months is a very long time.
3 months is a very long time in crypto land, and you need to pay that some respect.
Bro, a week is a long time. And
Yeah.
a week is a long time. I don't even do everyone's 1 week, we're hitting 300,000 Bitcoin. This week, it's game over. We're all dead. We're all going back to McDonald's. It's like, bro, a week is a long time. People's perspective on time is just outrageous. So yeah, 3 months is a long time. Whether it's the right thing to do, look, I've got my opinion. I would rather like I understand the intention behind the mechanic, and I agree with the intention behind the mechanic 100%. But yeah, my vote, and regarding that, it does seem like they're doing a revote, or there's like something that's happening there in the government.
Yeah, they're working on a proposal. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like to see it a little bit shorter. I don't think that getting rid of the vest is the right answer, but I also don't think a long vest is the right answer.
Yeah, a part of me thinks there has to be something there, even if it's 14 days. Like that would, I still think that would have like a similar effect. Again, the only reason to keep the vest there is to encourage people to take fuel, which I totally get. But if you're not incentivizing people to get the token, and the 3-month vest isn't, then don't have it there at all. And I would actually just get rid of it at that point. And so you got to identify what your goal is and then work to that goal. And I don't think the 3-month vest is achieving that in any way. All right, let's have a look at some of the events upcoming. We've got the Daydream tournaments, of course. We've got Illuvium Council's Voice and Play tomorrow, as always. We've got.
Have you ever been to one of them? Have you?
Nope.
I've never been to one.
Are they fun?
I've never been, bro. I've never even seen that shit happen. I'll be completely honest with you.
8:30 a.m. on a Friday for me. I'm like driving to work.
What time is that? That's like 5:30 for me. I that's when I'm sleeping.
IPL sit and go qualifier 1 and 2 for is it a 500 or 250?
It looks like 250.
Why would they not write it on the event?
I don't know.
I can't even open this image.
It should be. I'll check now. It should be 500, but I'm not sure.
It looks like it's a 250.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We just had a 250.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of weird order of this back half. We've got like a bunch of 1000s back to back.
Yeah, and right. They've changed it as well. The next one is 250. Yep. So we have 250, 500, 1,000, 500, 1,000. Damn.
Yeah, the back half gets crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. IPL 250 main tournament, some Daydream stuff again somehow, and then all the 500s, 1000s, and stuff like that. Okay. That's all of the events. And then we've got our first leak from Roger. This arena in particular is looking better and better than ever. I'm actually really excited to jump in and play this at some stage. So yeah, if you're listening to this, Kieran or anyone on the team, get me some access. That would be great.
DM.
We can see that it's running at 7 frames per second. Well, my thing's in the way, but down the bottom left, it says 7 FPS. That's a little bit of a worry. No, it's probably just because they like opened up in the dev thing and it's always like runs like shit. Trust me. Nickname not assigned in the bottom left, which is pretty interesting. We'll cover that in a second. A lot of the other stuff we've already seen. Investigate the first coordinates. I don't know what the coordinates are, but this looks like an intro sequencey sort of thing, which is pretty cool to see.
Yo, from the Illuvium intern, shouldn't you have like a lot of leaks to be covering in these episodes these days?
I don't like when I go through community content. I don't like to do the actual official accounts if I can avoid it, unless they're really popular posts.
Bruh, there's leaks and shit. There's memes. There's leaks. Whoever's making these memes, killing it.
All right. I'll add them into the future episodes. I'll make that one of my segments. Okay. This one was really interesting. Kieran tried to do something in the Discord. First, he tried to tip ILV, which I think was already possible. But this one was really odd, where he tried to deposit ILV. We're temporarily out of ILV deposit addresses. Please try again later. I don't know what that's about. This is pretty funny, but it'd be really cool if you could stake ILV from inside the Discord. I don't know if that's a thing they're working on, but that would be pretty cool. We've also got this from Roger, who says they promise they will make it possible in the future. He's referring to adding nicknames to Illuvium. So great to see that's coming. And Roger also says there's some spooky stuff coming from Beyond as well. A busy few weeks ahead. Get ready.
Busy for who, bro? Busy for who?
Everyone, I think. We've got the Halloween stuff, probably a bunch of MMO Lite videos and things coming soon and stuff like that. So very, very exciting. Roger also says with one of those past leaks, they're just stat upgrades and not visual in the current overworld. This will be different in the MMO. So with like different armors and weapons and things like that. So that's interesting to know. And Neil also says that he is working right now on the thing where you can use the team builder whilst in a queue for a game, which a lot of us really want.
That's crazy. Yes. Can you explain to me why that's something that's high in demand? I don't get it.
Well, when you're waiting in a queue, you want to do something, anything. You can't really action anything. Going to the team builder and building new teams while you're waiting for your match to be found
that's a thing.
Great.
Oh, okay, crazy. I'll just alt tab and do something
else.
Well,
okay, think about it this way. You don't want to do the team builder in Illuvium because you'd rather be queuing for a game.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I get that. That makes sense. I wonder how many people.
And so this is literally, that's all it is. It's just, I want to do the team builder, but I want to be queued up right now because I don't know how long the queue is going to take.
I see a lot of noise.
I can't do both.
I see a lot of noise about this. I would love, and I don't think we could get the data, but I would love to get the data on how many, like what percentage of players are actually using it while in queue. Because I hear Nil talk about it. You're bringing it up. I'm hearing other people, like I've seen it in the Discord. When is this coming? I'm like, bro, do people want, like, where is this coming?
I only mess with the team builder in the first 3 to 4 rounds of a match because those are the Blind Dead rounds.
Crazy, yeah.
And so that's my chance to use it because I don't want to use it outside of that because I'd rather be in queue.
Yeah, okay, cool. Makes sense. Fair.
Yeah. But if you had like a team builder on like because your other option is like you can be in queue and then do team builder on like Dick's website, but you'd rather have it in game because you got all the UI shit, right?
Yeah. Client, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Okay. The other thing regarding some of the updates coming to Illuvium, someone wanted to ask for a duos mode, but Neil said that they're first going to focus on other important initiatives like mobile and Ascended. It's interesting to hear Ascended be so high up on the priority list in a certain sense. But they'll keep it in mind. So that's really cool to see. You're going to have to be more specific. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. This one is, I don't know what this one is. Oh, this is just the discussion. Okay. So a discussion was started recently by a guy called Ricardo, which I've never actually seen before. If you're a major community member, I'm sorry. I don't know. So he basically says that he doesn't love the 3-month vesting period. He suggests a more complicated system and just reducing it overall and stuff like that. I think we could all agree that maybe a more complicated system isn't the answer, but it is. A lot of people did not love the 3-month vesting system. It hit over 25 upvotes pretty quickly, and he is actively writing a proposal with the Illuvium Community Council. So they will have that out soon, and it seems like it's probably going to pass the ICC vote. They seem pretty in favor of it. No idea how the IMC is going to take it on, but some really good feedback in this thread. Definitely recommend going and jumping in here and putting in some of your own comments and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll go check it out. Did you say Kieran posted at the bottom?
Yeah, at the very bottom. Not at the very bottom. You got to scroll up a tiny bit, but yeah, there it is.
I see it.
Like a big go up. He did like a big ass encyclopedic post.
Classic Kieran.
There it is.
This one. He doesn't think we should remove vesting.
Real quick, we don't need to go through it. Essentially, he is standing by it. Agrees that there was a miss that there wasn't enough notice in the timing. But understand, is standing by the core philosophy of why we need it, and also we want to reward people that are participating in the ecosystem and actually want to be here rather than extractors. Pretty much a very, very high level summary of what he said.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, so we've also got this in the council chambers. The ICC has unanimously approved this proposal to extend the safety pool threshold.
Not unanimously.
I see all approved.
Yep.
No, from the ICC.
Oh, right. ICC. What about the IMC?
I haven't done that yet. That wasn't even done by the time I added this to my sheet.
Well, it's down there now.
Okay. So the ICC unanimously approved it, increasing the safety pool threshold from $5 million to $10 million, which is basically like you won't get RevDiz until it hits that 10 mil threshold. All right, let's have a look at the IMC. So Jaggerknight has declined it.
Idiot.
Approved by Josh. Obviously, he wrote it, so that makes sense. Approved by Paz. I suspect Jag's going to be the only one to decline it.
And what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's fine. I think you got to do what you got to do. The survival and health of the Illuvium is far more important.
Let's read
than 1 cent.
Let's
Than
read,
1 cent in rev
Let's
is.
read the rationale.
From who?
From the only one declining.
You want my thoughts on Jaggerknight's post?
This is just stupid, bro.
Not on the proposal.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's just stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But it's just so. I don't know. It's just short-sighted. And I know
you're saying it will take a very long time to reach that amount. I mean, you could say the same thing about receiving RevDiz.
Yeah.
It does send a bad signal that RevDiz is a meme. I agree with that.
Does it though?
Yeah, I mean, RevDiz was the heart and soul of Illuvium once upon a time, and keeping true to that.
But we're not saying
somewhat.
You know what makes it a meme. This is just this. I don't know if I should be saying shit like this, but you know what? I don't really care. You know what I think makes it a meme is if people are getting a cent. That's what makes it. It's like, bro, this is just a joke. Like, so it makes way more sense to make sure that the security is there, the foundation is like build up that safety pool. So when we do switch it on, everything's up and running. Not having it run and barely run just for the sake of it, because the other thing would make it a meme. Like a barely functioning car is a meme. Like that's a meme car, and that's exactly what. Yeah. So it's such a. I don't know, man. Chat, tell me if I'm insane. Tell me if you guys agree with that rationale or mine.
Yeah, the next one is Jaggerknight says that from a practical standpoint, our burn rate is $450K a month, and the revenue to help with runway is too small to justify the potential damage to token sentiment. I don't really think it'll damage token sentiment on broader community that much at the moment.
Yeah.
I would say that $450K, 5 mil additional backup is actually really good for $450K, and we know Kieran can cut those costs again if he needs to. That's a big part of it too. But I think you would grant, 10, 11 months? 11 months, I think, is exactly what Illuvium needs to grant. And so I think it's perfectly valuable. He says what we need is a capital raise and stuff like that. I mean, that doesn't discount this proposal at all or anything like that. But yeah, I mean,
also another thing to think about.
Yeah, doesn't want to do this sort of stuff. That's
another
fine.
thing to think about as well is like, okay, I understand we're not in TradFi, we're not like we are in Web3. I get it, but no reasonable company is going to be paying out dividends if they're not even generating enough revenue to keep the lights on. Like that's just insane. And so to expect that, it's just I don't know, man. Like maybe I'm an idiot, maybe I'm just cynical, maybe I'm just not good with hearing other people's opinions, maybe, but prove me wrong. Like, tell me why I'm wrong. It's just such an insane take. Such an insane take. And the fact that he's on, IMC is insane.
I wouldn't think about it that way. I think you don't like his take, but he's on IMC because there's a lot of people in the community that do like his take. And that's just a part of the community that's voicing their concerns through him and his values. And I think that's fine. That's a part of this process.
Okay, if that is true, cuss me out. Anyone that does watch this and agrees with him, tag me in Discord and cuss me out and say you agree with him. Like, that's insane. It's just insane.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, the next one we've got is from Illuvium. We've built something special together. Now it's time to put it on the map. Go to the Games Award thing and vote for Illuvium. Please, or I will block you in this chat right now. Okay, yes, go and vote. Okay, the other one we've got, it's another one from Illuvium, but I like this because we can see some content from Inspector Mindblow here and to see what he says about the game.
Games that may get mainstream attention. Of course, Illuvium, we talked about it a lot in the past. They had a rocky launch, but since then they've been building, they've been improving, and they are really focusing on the MMO right now. For the first time, faster combat and smarter enemies, and these are the kinds of things that they're promising with this new update. We're gonna start.
He's excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. I don't know what this freaking little thing there is that's killing me, but I'm excited to see.
What's your take? Have you seen again? I'm just a random person on doing my own thing, but from your perspective, have you seen an uptick of creators that weren't really paying attention to Illuvium start paying more attention? Like, from your point of view, how are you seeing it? Are you seeing sentiment shifting? If so, in a pretty large scale and a small, like, just I'm keen to get your point of view on it.
I think a relatively large scale. I think what's interesting about it is I think it's slightly less about the quality of the leaks than you might think. I think the big thing that's driving commentary on Illuvium again is not necessarily the fact that it's an MMO, but it's the fact it's the vision they thought about 3-4 years ago. So like, what's fascinating is I would have said like arena leaks from 6 months ago, right? Where before the game was like nearing completion, those leaks, I would have said are equal quality in terms of leaks in a certain sense, right? Like it's a polish for a game genre. The big thing was that no one's really interested in that game genre, not in the crypto Twitter sphere at least. So I think the big shift we're seeing is actually, oh shit, they're actually finally fucking building this overworld. I'm keen to actually try this and play it or see it when it's ready and when it's in the community's hands. That's what I'm commenting on. Less so the quality goes a long way. Obviously, people like seeing the action RPG elements and stuff. But yeah, I think that's the big thing is that people are excited for the MMO rather than just necessarily there's lots of cool leaks being posted.
Yeah, I think it's twofold. I agree with that. I think it's twofold.
I think it's not only that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one thing. I think volume is another. And tell me if you disagree with this. I think the fact that Illuvium is just constantly there now, you have to discuss it. Like, you have to acknowledge it. Do you know what I mean? Like, for these guys...
But what if you combine the two? Because that's quite interesting you say that. For me personally, every single time an MMO thing pops up on my screen, I look at it. I often quote, retweet, or comment on it. Every time one of those clips from the IPL pops up, it doesn't really interest me personally, okay? Sometimes I do watch it, depends what the hook is, but it doesn't really interest me personally. And it's like Andrew Wall used to say, kill the losers with fire and double down on the winners. I'd be curious to see the stats on it from Illuvium's end. But I would say, what would happen if every single post that was being spammed is all MMO related? What happens then? That would be quite fascinating. But that's where my head's at.
I think we're going to see some of that, just some of the things I've been hearing. I think we're going to be seeing more of that in the next coming weeks. I think, I think based on the analytics, you are right in terms of the engagement and things like that is a lot higher on, even surprisingly, the leaks, not leaks, but the lore and world building stuff about the even screenshots. Like, I'll say that even the leaks of MMOs as screenshots are doing so much better than the IPL stuff. And the other one that surprised me was the environmental stuff of Crystal Shores and Shard. Like,
I like those pics a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
And there's nothing crazy about it, and they're pretty old, to be completely honest. The artwork, but just building up that world and, like, again, that thing that you're saying is what people wanted from Illuvium. It's quite fascinating.
All it is, and I've seen this a lot with my YouTube analytics too. It's just TAM. It's just total addressable market. When someone sees an IPL video, they immediately discard it because they need to know how the game works to understand it. They need to know the context of the video in a certain sense. Like, why is this important? Why does this matter? They see a picture of Crystal Shores. They're like, that looks cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just more people can enjoy it without all this other prior knowledge, context, and all the rest of it. It's got a much broader audience, and that really is all. It's not really more complicated.
And I think there still needs to be some stuff about the order battle and the IPL and stuff. I think that needs to be there because, again, it shows that, hey, the thing I love about the IPL stuff is that it is super high energy. And there are people like getting, like, it shows depth to the game. There is a game. There's excitement around the game. But it's funny going.
But what I would say with the IPL stuff is a big draw for the IPL, and a big part of that blog we read a moment ago is the earning side of things and stuff like that. If the IPL's hooks, content, and things like that was centered around that focus a little bit, if you jump in right now and hit top 100, you can earn ILV, then that would get people more engaged with it. It's really got a little bit of the wrong targeting and messaging alongside it. Really,
I think it's
Yeah.
an interesting one, right? Because it is still the official account. Do we want to be promoting?
Yeah.
I don't know, right? It's something that there's a balance, and something I want to address very quickly. I just did some research. It's a ChatGPT search on the side about the MMO getting more attention compared to the Order Battler. If I was to ask you what percentage, and this is a very rough number, there's no way for us to really know this, but what percentage of gamers globally do you think enjoy or play Order Battlers? Just take a random number.
Yeah, but that's a trick question because globally it's not English speaking, and I would say most of crypto Twitter is kind of English speaking a little bit.
Yeah, I'm talking
So
as gamers.
a little bit tricky like that.
I'm talking about total addressable.
So like what percentage of all gamers, or what number of gamers?
Of all gamers. What percentage?
Like a percentage?
Yeah, keep it simple.
Oh,
because we say that it's a niche genre.
20%, but like it's on mobile, right? We're not on mobile, so that it's hard. I'd say 20%.
The number that I'm seeing is about 2 to 7% of all gamers, and I think that makes sense because Order Battlers are 2 to 7. I'm breaking down what a percentage is, but that's 2 out of 100 people, 7 out of 100 people. If I lined up, this is anecdotal, but if I lined up 10 friends, how many of them are actually going to play? Like, dude, barely, maybe 2. Like, that makes sense. Like, if I even ask them, hey, do you know what an Order Battler is? Most of them are not even going to know what that is. So I think that 2 to 7% does make sense. And we can be a bit generous to say 10 to 15%. But that's a very, very, very niche market compared to everything else. And
on your comment about like we don't want to promote earning and stuff like that, you don't even have to go that far. You can go right at the start of the video. Illuvium could do something like available right now in Epic Games. You can compete in the next IPL. Here's what's happened in the last IPL, and then you show the clip.
But then that's an ad. Like,
yeah, but it gives them a reason to care about the video. They don't have a reason to care about the video yet. You need to create something.
It's a hard angle to kind of nail out.
It's maybe not an ad version or an Epic Games call out or whatever, but they need a reason to care about the video. They don't have that yet.
Yeah. I think the IPL stuff is very much for the people that already care. It's not bringing in new people.
And that's hard. Social media wants everyone to care about every post. That's kind of how it's built a little bit. Especially on Twitter. Twitter's a little bit more wide net.
Things, for sure. And there are things that we need to try and figure out as well in terms of like high traffic times with the social media, where when there's high traffic, we go more general memes, high top of the funnel stuff, where it's just people are willing to engage, leaks, like you say. And then you've got the middle, like the kind of mid areas. That's kind of where you start hitting a little bit of the IPL stuff. Sure. And then at the bottom, where it's just dead zones, that's when we start doing player highlights and leaderboard stuff, where if the only way you're going to care is if you're deep in the ecosystem as is. So, I mean, keeping that in mind as we're scheduling. Again, I think that the intern's only been doing it for about 3 weeks now. So I think they're still trying to figure it out and make those adjustments.
Okay. So we've got a few more things for today. So we've got BTC Plug saying he's seeing the Illuvium tweets with good comments and less negativity, which is good sentiment. It gives him joy and makes him proud to actually support and invest in a team that actually puts in the work. So he's excited that it's getting more attention.
Can you click on that actual native thing? But that's what I'm like. If you look at the likes, there's like 100. If you look at all the other likes, it's about 40 something. But yeah, a leak like that, a screenshot like that is 120.
Is it really called Ethereum? That's so lame. They should have just made it Ethereum. I hate that.
I ain't writing. I hate
it. I hate it.
I ain't the writer, bro.
It's so weird.
Go down a little bit. I just want to
get Aaron. Aaron, man, he kills me.
Yo, what are your thoughts on? I've had a couple of comments about the Illuvium account having a bit more of a personality. What do you think about that? Like,
I think it's fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It makes me chuckle.
Okay. So Fox Oracle said, have you jumped back into the Illuvium arena yet? Grab your battle pass and start earning XP. Have you snagged a battle board or a limited edition Crimson Blood? Really, that's the skin you get? Oh my god, I need to catch up. Don't miss out. Yeah, I need another double XP weekend stat. All right. The other thing is, Winnie made another video, how to earn money in the Illuvium Gauntlet, top strategies. He goes through a lot of detail, different things there. So if you're a bit more of an advanced player, you still want to start earning Illuvium.
Is this not
highly
outdated
recommend you check
considering
this
the
out.
new things changing tomorrow?
Nah, it's fine.
Nah.
It's still the same rules. Okay, and then we've got some leaks from Illuvium we should cover, okay? So first, on the 14th of October, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, Illuvium said something shifting in the Illuvium universe. You'll see it soon. Brand new style and everything like that. Pretty interesting. We're not seeing the purple for these, so new is an understatement. They say a new era begins soon. They said that the day after at the same time. So it looks like at 5:02 a.m. my time, we're going to get a new leak post until whatever thing drops, maybe. And then we got this one from the day after that. You can feel it rising, the beginning of something massive. And blocks are literally rising. Wow. Yeah, I really like the video. I think it's AI generated.
It was Dimitri did this.
But it still looks highly precision in a certain sense, right? It's got a goal to it. So yeah, no, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Curious to see. I think for sure this is the staking, right? I don't think anyone's really confused about that.
What are the comments
But
saying?
I don't know all the details on the staking. We do know that it's not on necessarily ZK, EVM, or IMX. So I did wonder where it is from that Kieran AMA.
That was a big thing from that AMA. It was a big snippet.
No one's saying staking at all. What about this one?
Yeah. Languages.
Hopefully
Yeah,
the languages
that's
can
funny as
change
hell. Imagine hyping up localization like this. Something that should be in the game.
Like a real marketing campaign.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I love, like, you're in the middle of leaking something or like teasing something. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, no, so no comments about staking. So I think that might just be a you thing. That might just be a you thing.
I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows?
Potentially.
All right.
Potentially.
Is there anything else you want to chat about today before we wrap this one up?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
All right. So we better get going then. Have a good one, guys. And with that, the download is complete.